Today, we are talking to one of my favorite former foster youth to take a look at child welfare from the ones affected by it. Join us today on Fostering the Future.
Welcome to the Fostering the Future podcast, a show about all things child welfare, dependency, adoption, and foster care. Here are your hosts, veterans in the world of child welfare, Jack and Kat.
We believe that every human has incredible and equal value regardless of what side of the courtroom we sit on. We hope that everyone feels welcome and accepted here on Fostering the Future.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook or Instagram as Fostering the Future Podcast, or check us out on our website at fosteringthefuturepodcast.org. This is Jack, and I am not here with Kat. Today, I am here with Mac, and in the studio, we have an extra special guest, Smooshie. Thank you so much for being here today, Smooshie.
You're welcome.
We have a very, very serious question to ask you. What is your favorite drink at Starbucks?
Java Trip Frappuccino.
Can you tell us the story about you being in foster care?
We were at my aunt's house, and then she didn't want any more kids because there was way too much of us. There was 5 of us, and then we went to somebody's house, stayed there for 2 nights, and then we went to Jack's house and moved there. And then we came home.
What was it like when you first got to my house? Were you scared?
I mean, I wasn't scared because I remember we really wanted to go on the trampoline. And then we were jumping up and down saying we really want to go on the trampoline. So, and then we finally went on the trampoline.
So you weren't scared because you're excited about the trampoline?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Were you nervous about being in a foster home?
I mean, not really, because I didn't know that we were going to stay there for that long.
Well, how did you feel when you did stay there for a long time?
I mean, I got kind of upset because I thought we were just going to stay there for a week. But then after a week passed, I was waiting until you came to pick us up, and then you never came and picked us up. And then I got upset.
How did it feel when I didn't come pick you up?
I started crying, I'm pretty sure.
Were you mad?
Yeah, a little, but mostly sad because I wanted you to come pick us up.
Yeah.
Did someone tell you that you were staying at my house for a week, or that's just what you assumed?
I assumed it.
That was just in your head. You're like, oh, I'm just going to go there for a little bit and then I'll go home.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what was it like living the first time you were in my home? What was it like living there?
I mean, after I found out that she wasn't going to come pick us up, I got really upset, a little bit mad. But then I just got used to living there, and I got used to everybody that lived there. And then I loved it because everybody was so nice.
Well, we love you too. What was hard about not being able to live with your mom during that time?
That I couldn't see her at all.
We went to the golf tournament, and as we pulled in the parking lot, they came to pick you up for your first visit with your mom.
Me and my sister fell asleep in the car, and then we woke up, and she was standing out the window waiting for us to get in.
What was it like when you reunified the first time?
I was really happy and excited because I could see my mom way more, and I could actually live with her.
Were you proud of her?
Yeah.
Because you know it took a lot of work for her to get to the point where she could bring you back.
A whole lot.
And you lived in my house where there were other foster kids, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't remember the first time. I don't remember who was there. I know there was 4 of them that still live here now, but I don't remember the
Well, those guys are adopted, so
yeah.
They'll always be here. I mean, you saw a lot of foster kids come in and out, and you saw that not all kids got to go home like you did, right?
Yeah.
And you saw that not everybody had parents who were as engaged as your mom was, right?
After I saw the 4 that couldn't go home, I felt really bad because they had been there the whole time, but they couldn't see their mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt bad.
When you were removed the second time, what do you remember about that?
I remember that when I saw her again, I don't even remember. All I remember is that I was sweeping the back porch because we were going to go in the pool. And then somebody, I know who it was, but I'm not saying, came out and told me that she's here. And then I dropped the broom, ran through the house, slammed the door open, and jumped on her.
How long was it that you didn't see me for?
I don't remember.
It was a long time though, right?
Yeah, it was. I remember that it was a really, really long time, but I don't remember how long it was.
Because of COVID?
Yeah. So because of COVID, the second time I saw her in a long time, I didn't remember how long it was because we've been stuck in the house because of COVID.
What was the hardest part about being in foster care during COVID?
Hardest part of being in foster. I mean, we got to call her, so that wasn't that bad. I mean, it's better than...
you couldn't see her, but we really couldn't see anybody.
We stayed in the house. We went outside and played a little bit, but it was too hot, so none of us stayed out there. We just ran back inside.
But that's when we got the pool, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that made things a lot better.
Yeah, because we got the pool, and then the next day, the pool was all filled up. Everybody got their bathing suits on and jumped right in the pool.
Yeah.
It was
Whose
so
lips
nice.
turned blue first? Because that pool is freezing.
It's freezing.
So the second time you were in foster care, then you were reunified earlier this year. What do you remember about that?
Did it take a lot to adjust to coming back and living with me, going from Jack's rules to my rules, and then not having me all the time?
Yeah, I thought we didn't really have a lot of rules because we know what to do and we know what to do and not to do.
Jack trained you very well.
Yes, she did. So there weren't a whole lot of rules because we knew what to do, what not to do. So it was kind of easy, but it was confusing because there were way less people.
You never leave here without laughing.
No, I don't. I can leave here with crying because I don't want to leave.
So I have a serious question for you.
But
Because you were removed twice, are you scared of being removed for a third time and never being able to come back to me?
a little bit.
We all are.
So you're scared?
A little.
Do you think I'm doing everything where you're not going to be removed?
Yeah, but you could mess up a third time
Yeah.
and get us removed again.
Yeah, I could.
That's what I'm scared about because I don't want that to happen.
I don't want it to happen either.
I don't want to go back into foster care. I mean, even if we did, we'd probably go back to Jack's house. But do you even have room in the house?
Listen, baby girl.
She would make room.
I don't care if I've got to sleep on the roof. There will always be room for you in my house. Yes. But you're not coming into foster care again because I will have to murder your mom.
Allegedly murder.
Allegedly murder. I guess I shouldn't record that. I will be editing that out.
But I think I have enough support now where I don't see you going back into care. Like, if I get stressed out, I call Jack, or I can go sit in my car and breathe.
Yeah.
Or I can now lock you out of my room and take a breather. But I never lock my room for very long, do I?
No.
Are you always with me? Like, always?
I'm literally your tail.
Absolutely.
That's why she says smushy.
You can go to 7-Eleven that is literally like a minute away and you'll say, I'll be right back. I hop in the car and let's go.
So
you're her ride or die.
Yes.
She is my ride or die. Were you scared of me leaving the house and not coming back like I did in the past?
Yeah.
What made you be comfortable that I was going to come back every time?
Because I would text you, where are you? When are you going to come back? And you would always text me back.
Cell phones, people, cell phones.
Yeah, I have a phone for a reason.
But if you didn't have your cell phone, do you have any worries that I wouldn't come back?
I'd go to Nana's phone. If there
Do you have
phones,
confidence that your mom's always going to come back to you now and not disappear?
Yeah.
Because she's built that up by being consistent with you?
Yeah.
Were there any people in the foster care system that made a positive impact on you?
Jack.
From your experience, how would someone have been able to make you feel more safe? Like, what's something I could have done to make you feel more safe than you felt?
This is not a real answer. Get me Starbucks every day.
Starbucks every day?
Starbucks every day would have made you feel safer?
I just want to say you didn't know what Starbucks was until you came here.
I haven't had Starbucks yet today, for the record.
Meaning they're
For the social worker, so people like your case manager, what could they have done to make your experience less traumatizing?
I can't think of an answer.
That's okay.
I think they did a pretty good job with the transporting, like on the first time, because they always stopped and got them food. So it was like a reward for because it was like a 45 to an hour car ride. So it was like a reward. So I think they did a pretty good job at that.
How do you think
that was some yummy food?
How do you think being in foster care has changed who you are?
Are you ever scared to go to school and thinking that somebody else is going to come pick you up instead of me, like that happened the second time?
Yeah.
Could you give me one word to describe foster care?
I mean, sad, I guess. I mean, you could be sad or happy, because you could be sad for like the first 3 weeks and then be happy and get over it.
It sounds like you're feeling conflicted. Like you probably felt like there were times where you were feeling happy, where you felt like maybe I shouldn't feel happy because I'm not with my mom. Is that true?
I mean, like when we were all, I don't remember the time, but like I think it was movie nights that I was really, really happy because we were doing something that was fun. And I thought that I shouldn't be happy because if I had a choice to be with my mom instead of watching TV with my foster parents and my foster siblings, I would go with my mom. Even if it was like for 3 minutes, I'd still go because it's worth it.
Yeah.
For seeing my mom, it's worth it.
So even the most fun thing that we could do here, you still wish you were with your mom and you felt like she shouldn't be happy because you'd rather do that. But you know your mom wanted you to be happy.
Yeah.
So that was really important.
I'm glad that you were happy. And I'm super glad that you had Jack because I couldn't have picked a better person to have you.
You're crying.
Yeah, because I want you to be happy.
And I remember the second time you came into care, I remember sitting in your house in your living room and your mom talking to you guys when we went over for your sister's birthday. And she was like, listen, like, I want you guys to be okay. And she said it's okay to call her mom. And I want you guys to know that, like, everything's going to be okay. And I want you to be happy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are the most important thing to your mom. So it was important to her that while she was doing what she needed to do, that you guys were happy, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay to be sad because we all feel sad sometimes. And you should feel sad that you're not with your mom. But it's also okay to feel happy if you feel happy.
Yeah. I mean, there are times in foster care for you to be happy and sad, or you could be mad about something.
I don't think I can't think of a time where I was ever mad at you. But you weren't sassy with me, so maybe.
Yeah, she's very sassy with me.
My Smooshie would never be sassy.
So sassy. But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Sassy Smooshie. What would surprise most people to learn about what it's like to be in foster care?
I think that most people that have never been in foster care before think a life in foster care is so sad and you're never happy. But there, you're mostly happy because why would you be sad when you could be happy?
Why would you be sad when you can be happy?
And you have a second family that loves you. Because now that's family too, right?
Yeah.
If you're ever mad at mommy and you need a break, you can call Jack and say, my mommy's making me mad. Come get me.
Yes.
Yeah. When you're feeling stressed out, what do you do? What makes you feel better?
Go snuggle my stuffed animals.
Snuggle your stuffed animals?
Yes.
Which one?
Kayla, the koala bear.
What do you think people could do to make it so that so many kids don't have to come into foster care?
If the world could change everything, all the bad things to good things, I think that would make it way easier.
What are some of the bad things you wish could change?
Like, I know where you're going with this question, and I feel like you're scared to say it, but you can say it. What are the bad things you wish that we could take away so kids didn't go in foster care?
Drugs. I wish the world could take away drugs so that people don't have to go in foster care. Some foster care homes could be mean, and some of them could be, like, really, really, really nice, like you.
No, I could be mean. You want me to be mean?
No, you can't.
I don't think I've ever seen you be mean. Even when, like, your house is chaos and, like, there's kids yelling and throwing.
And if you needed to talk to everybody to, like, calm down, you would scream in the house, family meeting.
Yes, family meeting.
So should I do that?
No.
You don't like family meetings? What about the feats of strength? That was the best part. I think if I get stressed out, I just take a time out. Like what you do. I'm like, guys, but I can't do that when baby Jack needs to be watched. So
Just take him upstairs.
well, yeah, if I needed to do that, but I really don't need to check out that much during the day. But like if I'm getting overwhelmed by the end of the day, when Jack Daddy's off work, I'll be like, I just need to take a break, and I go up in my room and I get some work done, or I watch an episode of TV, and then I feel better.
What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show. I mean, it really depends on the moment. Probably my favorite TV show is 90 Day Fiancé and all of the ones that come off of that.
We're going to have to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's pretty epic. Honestly, I would love to open up an account on an international dating website so we can hook you up with some,
I was going to say I'm down.
Yeah, let's hook you up with some guy from like, I don't know, some other country. And then if he's a good guy, then we'll give him a visa and he could come marry you.
I'm pretty sure that I was your tell too, because you'd say, I need a break, and you'd go upstairs. And then I'd go upstairs, knock on the door, and be like, your foot massager is here.
She doesn't rub my feet or rub my back.
What? Oh, she's the best snuggler.
Yeah, because how am I supposed to do that if you're overwhelmed? You go in your room, lock the door.
I've only locked my door one time, but I can't honestly say my room is not my room.
Yeah.
Like it's
You share. It's a communal room.
Smooshie's room too, because she's taking a break in my room. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, in my room, we currently have 4 people sleeping, so I have no sympathy for you. Okay, I have one more question for you. You've been through an experience having gone through foster care. What usually when people go through an experience, they want to like do something to make the world better, right? So what do you want to do to make the world a better place?
I don't really want to be a scientist to take away the drugs, but I can't even do that. If there was one thing that I could do to take away drugs, I'd do that job.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Smooshie.
Thanks,
You're
Smooshie.
welcome.
I love you.
We love you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on social. We hope that you join us again next time and keep on fostering the future.